actually live. We're going. We fired up. We don't have any difficulties yet, but that could all change. So hopefully we are golden. We're going. Nothing's gonna spaz out this week. But welcome to Friday Night Live, the first Friday of December here, 2024. Glad you're all tuning in. Glad you're here. Raise up those glasses. Cheers, everyone. We made it longer than last week when we suddenly stopped for 7 seconds in. It was pretty crazy. But we still made out, so that's fine. But man, oh man, this chat is flying by. And I can't see all of the comments. So, Tim and Old Saws, I saw your name fly by. Good evening. Outdoors with Larry and Robin. Old Guy Firewood is here. Who else? Who else is in here? Ted Miller Stomping Firewood. Northwest PA Firewood. All right, I got to change this chat window so I can see more of it. Cody Elliott, watching over on Facebook. How are you doing? All right. Rick's Outdoors. Russ, Willie's Firewood, how are you doing? How's everything going? You guys, I think you guys are getting a pretty good little cold snap up there in Maine, out east. Haunted Hills Hayride, First Generation Farmer, Logger Jason, Todd's outside again. Holy smokes. Nick Smith down in South Carolina. All right. Well, we got things moving right along here. It is hopping. It is buzzing. And the Mystery Gardener is here. Roblox Games. And you know who else is here? The man who I was going to have on last week. And then it didn't quite work out. But he's here tonight. He is waiting. And we got a lot to talk about, to catch up on. So with that, let's welcome Mr. Scheib. Hey, Scheib, how's it going, buddy?
Going good, Dan. Glad to see you got things rolling along here.
Yeah, it was crazy last week, but glad you were able to join us back here this week, and it actually, I think, worked out good because you might have something that you didn't have last week at this time that you have this week, don't you?
Correct. I don't know if you guys follow me on Facebook, but I did bag my nice PA buck.
There you go. Look at that. Jeez.
There we go. It's a nice one.
Look at that.
Another one to add to the wall. Other way. There we go.
All hanger.
Yep.
That is looking good.
Beautiful. And if I had to guess, it's like probably a mid to upper 120s scoring. So not terrible at all for around here.
Definitely a nice rack. When you sent me the picture, it did not look that big. It looks a lot bigger right there.
Yes, it does.
So I don't know, are you able to see the chat, Scheib, or not?
I am. I'm looking at it right now.
All right. So if you see anything that you want to call out, go ahead. Otherwise, I'm going to, if I see some questions, if you have any questions for Scheib, throw them in the chat, but we're going to get a little caught up on what all's been going on. I know you went down to West Virginia on a little hunt as well.
Yeah, I didn't do any filming this year down there, but the guys, I struck out. My rifle was off. I did wound 2 deer and didn't find them, which sucks, but it is what it is, you know. But the rest of the crew, altogether, we got 7 out of 8 of us, so not bad.
Hey, our good friend WD-30 dropped a coin in the cup.
Oh.
So we're going to bring out, hang on, just wait. Because last week I was going to go 1 for 1 with you on the beer.
Oh, okay.
Challenge
accepted.
This week, well, I didn't say I'm going to do it this week, but actually, let's get this out of the way. Let's bring out the ladies, though. Let me bring out the ladies, and then we'll have our first. So if you're new here, anytime a coin falls down in this cup, that means you grab your cup and we all raise them up together. So let me get the hang on. Oh, geez, I gotta find the dang. I'm all over the place. This is why it's live, man. All right, here we go. WD-30. I got the box. Cheers,
Excellent.
WD.
Cheers, brother.
WD-30 got the box.
Did you send him a box?
Let's see. All right, now I gotta get caught back up. Firewood in the field. How are you doing, Mount Tammany Ridge? All right, so I gotta get rid of this beer one way or the other. However, I have to drink out of a glass.
Very sophisticated. I can't even say it because I'm not sophisticated.
That's right. I cannot drink beer from a can. That is what I learned last week. I need to let that sit for a bit. Anyhow, all right. Hang on. Now I'm again all over the place. So you struck out in West Virginia.
Yes. Yeah.
But you at least shot the gun.
Right. I should have had 2 in West Virginia, but I struck out.
My brother went out opening morning, Saturday morning. Did I tell this story last week? I don't remember.
I don't know.
He went out, slept for the first hour in his stand from like 5:45 to 6:45. Woke up and then shot 3 deer with 3 shots. He was done by 8. Oh, look at this!
That's a good day.
Todd's outside again. Is putting his money on you, Shibe.
I'm 1 for 1. I don't even like beer.
Small wood with a nice rack. Hey, that's the way it goes sometimes. The smaller the wood, the bigger the rack looks. Hey, the protected lady. Welcome back. Good evening.
Welcome.
Shibe, where are you from, Shibe? What state?
I am from Pennsylvania. Tower City, Pennsylvania.
Who else is in here? I saw that there was somebody, I think, from the UK. Was it? What was his? What the heck? I can't find him now. Do you eat the meat? The mystery gardener is wondering.
Yes, I do. I actually have some in a vinegar mix, making some like hot bologna. I had some bologna made, and I put it in a little vinegar mix with some red peppers, little cayenne pepper, or little chili powder, little cayenne powder, and like a 1.5 to 1 mix of vinegar and some red pepper flakes. Let it sit for 2 weeks. It's very good. Very good.
Wow. That sounds kind of crazy. And my mother thinks that I'm crazy to try to keep up with you. Yeah, I don't think I think everyone here knows that.
Maybe next year at Bunyan.
Yes. Well, we did lay out that challenge last week, and I think Nebraska Woodster stepped up and he said he accepted. David, that's who it was.
All right.
Canterbury near London. Welcome, David. I thought I saw somebody fly by in the chat there. Wild Bill Irwin's here. And Marlon and Arnie. Arnie, the box and burner has arrived. Excellent. That is good to hear.
Oh no, Bill Irwin contracted
Contact.
COVID
Yeah.
finally. The streak has never. Streak is over.
Well, hopefully it's not hitting you too hard. Just get plenty of rest. But keep moving. Don't just keep moving,
Yeah.
but get some rest and drink lots of fluids. Logger Jason, what the heck is this? I'm getting ready to order your half barrel for May.
Oh.
For May? What's in May?
Logger Jason, you have to give me those dates, buddy.
Is that the Hoosier? Or no?
No, that's in April. Logger Jason, I don't know if it's an event Logger Jason is having or just a little get together, but he's ordering a half barrel of Miller Lite, and I'm hoping I can make it. I just need some dates. Just put the dates out there, and I'll be sure to let you know if I can make it.
Because I believe that the first weekend of May is the International Firewood Expo in Ohio.
Oh, in Ohio, okay.
You better save that date.
So
you were there last year, though, weren't you?
I was there for like half a day.
What the heck is going on?
I was there for half a day, and yeah, I was. That was part of the time where I was sick for like 7 weeks.
Did you just see a bubble pop up on the screen?
A bubble?
I swear to God, I just saw like a bubble with a thumbs up pop up on your screen. Right there it is.
On my screen?
Yeah, it was right above your head. There was like a bubble. Did anybody else see that? Am I losing my freaking mind here? Something. I don't. Anyway.
I got the chat blown up real big on my screen, so I'm not really watching the video on here.
What is a 440 Magnum worth in okay condition? I have no idea.
I don't even know what a 440 Magnum is worth in good condition, but in okay condition, being that's an older saw, I mean, the older saws are going for good money. I don't know. I'd say at least in okay condition, at least between 350 and 450 bucks.
Yeah.
In okay condition.
In okay condition to the right buyer.
Uh-huh.
All right, we got another coin that came down. So grab those cups, everyone. We are going to bring out the ladies for the protected lady. Oh my gosh, you're on another one? I'm here earlier this time. I'm located in Virginia. Split wood for hours today. Love splitting free wood. Yes, indeed. Thank you very much.
We all do.
Lady. Oh, that beer is terrible. There's nothing. Splitting free wood. Now, the topic of free is something that I was going to discuss tonight.
Oh.
When is something really free? Because, you know, I like
firewood wise.
I like to throw out there that whole, free heat.
Yeah.
And
firewood wise, something free to me, firewood wise, is somebody brings it, stacks it, and they leave, and it's there.
that would pretty much do it, I would think. Yeah.
But I mean, if you account for your time, and time is money, you know what I mean. Your time costs something, you know what I mean. So,
okay.
I mean, obviously you're doing it anyway, you know what I mean. So,
but what if you're spending your time to save money? Then it's not costing you anything, is it?
There's still a cost there, Dan.
All right.
Even if you get your logs for free, you're still spending money on gas, money on bar oil, money on chains, all that stuff. It's still going to cost you something.
No. Old guy Firewood said never. Willie's Firewood said no such thing as free. I don't know. I think that if you take what you don't have to pay in a heating bill, and then you can run a saw on a lot of gas. But what do you can buy a lot of fuel, you can buy a lot of bar lube for the amount that you would pay a heating bill. And if you weren't making firewood, what would you be doing? Yeah, well, that's not free. So I can tell you. See, that's what I mean. If you were,
Nothing's free, Dan.
I guess so. We'll get back to that. Are there any shows in Virginia? There wasn't there a show last year in Virginia?
Yes, I forget exactly where it's at, but yeah, Easton Maid goes to that show.
It's like isn't it like a farming expo though, or something? There is one in Virginia. All right.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
All right.
It's in Richmond. It's an expo in Richmond.
You know what? Is this? All right, let me try this. If I'm supposed to give a thumbs up, and it's supposed to make that bubble appear. Ah, there it is. What the hell is that? When did that start? Oh my gosh, this is.
Joe's gonna love that.
That's called an offset. But then it doesn't. I don't know.
So the show in Richmond happens
Virginia.
every other year.
Oh, every other year.
Yes. So in 2026, it's going to be 17 and 18 of April.
In when?
2026. 17, 18 April.
In April? Jeez.
Yes.
That is pretty early. So not next year, but a year from next April.
Correct.
In Richmond, Virginia. What about how far is Virginia? Virginia is not that far from Ohio, is it? From Bunyan? You just have
Richmond,
to go up to the Bunyan
Virginia. Richmond, Virginia is about 8 hours from me. And you travel 81 all the way down, all you see is signs for Richmond, Virginia is 700 miles from here. And then it's 750 miles. There's signs all the way down 81 for Richmond. So it's south of here.
Jared is saying he burns whole logs up to 12-inch diameter. Why don't you burn whole logs?
In an outdoor boiler, I'm assuming?
I'm guessing he's asking me. And because 12-inch diameter oak rounds are not dry in the center. That's my answer. And I don't care how long it's sat in a log form, it will not be dry. It will not be seasoned in the center. It'll probably be 30-40%. So
it'll burn longer, but not as efficient.
Yes. And as a hobbyist, efficiency is my main goal. But the other thing is, they can get to be freaking heavy. Man, I'm getting old. I'm more about this, working smarter, working whatever, not doing all the heavy lifting, throwing big 12-inch diameter logs in the boiler.
Yeah, we're not getting any younger. I mean,
Yeah.
my cousin was over today. I was talking about outdoor boilers, and he's looking them up, and he's like, "Look at this top load one." I'm like, "Yeah, I need a tractor, so that's $25,000 plus the boiler.
Yep.
Yeah, I can burn whole logs. That's great, but it's like an 800 million BTU freaking boiler too, and I'm like, I don't have a use for that.
Yeah. If you were heating like a big pole barn or a big
Big
shop,
shop. Yep.
yeah. Yeah. um, Saskatchewan, Canada. Rob is up in. I think. Is Colleen's in here tonight? She's in Saskatchewan. I think Ben Atkin. Is it Atkin or Aiken? I don't remember. Good to see you in here. I just saw a question for you. Something
Oh,
about
for
YouTube.
me?
When are you going back to making YouTube content?
Oh yeah, I see that. Hopefully shortly. Everything's calming down now. Well, I was sick for a little bit, and then we're trying to get my mom and dad's house sold. And then my mom wrecked her car, and just a lot of things just hit at one time. So I've been pretty busy with all kinds of stuff. But now that things are settling down, deer season's over. I tagged out. I got 5 deer this year here in PA, so I'm good. So I'll
Jeez.
definitely be hitting it hard.
Do you
Because
have
I'm way behind on firewood, way behind.
some roadside logging to do?
There is plenty of roadside logging to do. Yes,
Oh,
I'm gonna go down and get that huge white oak. At least try to. I'm gonna attempt to. We'll see how that goes.
you need to get Sam. Does he have a trailer for his tractor to follow you down there?
Well, he can put the trailer that I made for logs. You can put that on the tractor.
Oh,
Or
well,
I
I mean,
mean, he could probably hook my dump trailer to the tractor too,
no, to
or
get the
we could throw
tractor
it.
down there to load the rounds or the logs.
I'm pretty sure his tractor will fit in my dump trailer, but then we'd have to let the tractor sit while we bring logs back. I don't know if you want
Yeah,
to do that.
somebody's got to sit there with the tractor.
Right.
Yeah.
That takes all the fun out of it, though. That takes all the fun out of it. All the manual labor is gone.
All right. You were just talking about you're not getting any younger. You're just talking about not wanting to throw big rounds of wood around.
Well, exercise is exercise. You know what I mean? It is what it is. The final product, I don't want to pick up big stuff.
Yeah.
But obviously, to get it to the final product, you're going to have to pick up big stuff.
It's too bad it's not like on a steep enough hill where you could like back your trailer and just roll them, have like a little loading dock.
I wish there was enough room to take the trailer down because I would, but I mean, there's just enough room for me to back my truck up in there and get the wood
Yeah.
in. So I'll probably definitely have to quarter them before I put them in, but it's definitely going to be probably 8 to 12 truckloads just from that, just from the bottom of the tree. That bottom of the tree is freaking huge. So
I am drinking a beer because I said last week I was going to drink beer with Shibe. And yes, I am not enjoying it. Just drinking beer is for, I don't know. I don't know how you do it, Shibe.
I just put it to my mouth and dump it in there.
That's what she said. Hey, we got Brad firing at the furnaces here.
What's up, Brad?
Foothills Firewood, Yadkin Valley Outdoors, Jeremiah Outdoors in 608. Colleen's Farm Adventure is here. So we have another. I believe she's in Saskatchewan.
Yes.
Are you still planning to get a compact tractor, Shibe? Have you been looking at those?
I'm undecided if I want a tractor or a skid steer.
Oh,
You know what I mean? So I mean, if all I'm gonna do with it is firewood or log stuff, I'd rather just have a skid steer. Then I know it can do whatever I need it to do. You know what I mean? A tractor wise, I don't have any other use for a tractor. I know they're like a damn uh yeah,
well,
Swiss Army knife. You
two
know what I mean? You can do a lot of things with them, but
two
you
things.
can do you can get a lot of things with the skid steer too. So
Being the lawn extremist that you are, a skid steer will rip your yard up, and it'll cost you twice as much.
well, I've already come to terms that that side of the yard is no longer a
Oh,
manicured lawn. So screw it.
ripping it up, ripping out.
Yep.
Yeah, right here. Circle B. He says, "Do you like your lawn? Get a tractor." I
And
will.
I mean, I don't have to get, I mean, I guess a wheeled skid steer can also tear it up because you're doing it, but
Oh yeah,
you can tear your yard up with a zero turn too. It's all how you use it. You know what I mean? You don't have to do a zero turn. You know what I mean? You can do a nice gradual turn. You know, but a track skid steer will definitely tear it up no matter what. But I think a wheeled one would probably be a little better for lawn wise. You know what
and
I mean? But if I were to take it over to Sam's, you know, there's a lot of rocks and stupid crap over there that we got to go over, and a tracked machine would be a lot better.
have you driven one?
Yes, when I was deployed in Kuwait, I've driven I think it was a ST-210 Bobcat. I love that machine. It was awesome.
Because when I borrowed Rick's here for a week,
Yeah.
that was the worst ride I have ever had moving around the woodyard. Every little bump I felt, and it was just
But
everything.
once you get
Oh
used
my
to them and
god!
learn how they operate, you have that finesse and you're a smoother operator.
I don't know. I I did not like, and I didn't like that you couldn't see very well out of it. Like I know that they have their purpose, but I don't like for firewood and moving logs and stuff around. I just wasn't. But anyway, you know, it'll be interesting to see what you well if you get a skid steer, then you may as well get that top load boiler.
Right?
Just
Just
forget splitting that, just dump it in.
just order 4,000 foot of pipe and run it to all my neighbors, and you know what I mean, heat everybody's house.
There you go. Oh, let's see. Um, I thought I saw a question fly by here. Oh, Tony
No.
Woods. Have you ever used a van track?
Is that the center articulating tractor type thing
I don't know.
that you can get a bunch of attachments for? I have not, if that's what that is. I think that's what it is, though.
I
I don't
think
really like center articulating things because I don't know. I've used really big forklifts that are center articulating, and I mean, if I used it long enough, I'd probably get used to it. It's just that, well, it's like that machine you used at Bunyan. What was it, last year? Not last year. Not this previous Bunyan, but the Bunyan before that pivoted in the center.
yeah.
You remember that? Like it's just messes with my head a little bit.
but but they are but that thing was nice. Like
Yes.
that was
Yeah.
uh let's see. All right, Brad is going to tell you right here. Here's how it goes. You get a skid steer and take it easy at first. Then you start to tear up your yard. And so you say, screw it. All the grass goes away. It turns to mud. Then you haul in stone. So there's the progression that you got to go through. Yeah. But you don't, do you have uh like muddy soil? Do you get mud?
Yes. It's not a sandy loam like yours. It's more of a clay based.
Yeah. So you would probably potentially end up in that same position that Brad was in.
Probably.
Yeah, well, that's not. I guess it'll give you something to do.
I don't know. Bad Boy is coming out with like a 55 horse tractor, so I don't know. Maybe I'll just get the 55 horse tractor and be done with it.
See, I don't think you need the horsepower though. If it don't they all aren't they like Coyote where they all have the same lift capacity?
Um,
Like the
I
25,
think
35, 45.
the 25 or 35 do, but I'm sure once you get up into the 45, 55, it's a bigger frame, so you're gonna have a bigger lift capacity.
Yeah, probably.
So
That's true. Holy smokes, Matt Roper's here, of course, to talk some smack about the game last night, but I actually was not disappointed that the Packers lost because I want the Lions to win the Super Bowl this year. So I'm on the Detroit bandwagon, baby. I want them to go to the Super Bowl and win it. So I wasn't too disappointed that they beat the Packers. So it was, but I was very pleased when they beat the Niners a few weeks ago.
yeah, I'm sure you were.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah,
um,
I didn't have good service when you sent me that text. I think I got it like the next day or something. I'm like, I think, yeah, I think was that. I think that's when I was in West Virginia.
yeah.
Was that the weekend before Thanksgiving or something?
As I said, I don't know if you saw this yesterday, and I sent you a screenshot of the score. Right
Yeah.
here, a one
Yeah.
yard articulating loader with universal quick attach is the best all around machine for firewood. They are really sweet, those loaders, and they
Hey,
can do a lot.
and that's the thing. Like, that's probably all I would use it for. You know what I mean? Like, I have a machine to mow my lawn. I have a snowblower. You know what I mean? But if I had a machine that I could have a bigger snowblower, yes,
Yeah,
I'd probably get the bigger snowblower.
you
But
could plow your whole street and the dang whole town.
I do that now with my four wheeler.
What is neighbor Doug right here? How are you doing, Doug?
Hey,
What is
Doug.
the ultimate goal for a piece of equipment that you are looking for, Shibe?
Ultimate goal for a piece of equipment.
Oh my God, this is getting warm. Beer is.
I don't know if I really have an ultimate goal. I mean, I'm just looking at making it easier to move the logs I bring in, or if I have logs come in, make it easier to move logs closer to the splitter. Because if I have 6 or 7 dumps of logs, you know what I mean, they're getting farther and farther away from the splitter. So I'd like to have something to bring that closer to the splitter, so I'm not rolling them and all that crap. You know what I mean? That's that. My ultimate goal is to make it a little bit easier when I have many logs in the wood yard that are and they're just gradually getting farther away from the splitter as I get into them. You know what I mean?
You got to position everything downhill. You find your lowest spot in the yard, and then position everything downhill. Ralph Carnegie, I am doing good. Hopefully, you are as well. Uncle Den Den here would very much appreciate the opportunity to view your showcasing your Harbor Freight 12K winch and custom designed truck crane lifting logs. Is that what you got?
What? Well,
Don't you have some crane thing you built with your winch?
I do. Well, that's on my custom made log trailer,
Oh,
and the whole crane thing works great for the smaller stuff, but we're getting into some big stuff, and it didn't really work that good for the big stuff. But now that Sam has a bigger tractor, he can actually pick that bigger stuff up and put it on the trailer. So, um,
so you don't need the
as
winch.
far as as far as winch wise, I do have a 9,000 pound winch that would go into the hitch of my truck, and I do have the capstan winch, the PCW 4000, I think, that I can use to bring logs from
Oh,
wherever. I think I
yeah.
have
I was gonna
400
say,
feet
didn't
of
you
rope.
do something one time with? I thought you winched some logs down the hill or something, and you had it on your truck. I thought, or something. I don't
Yeah, yeah, yep. I haven't used a 9,000 pound winch yet that I have rigged up
know.
that I've shoved in a truck. I don't even know if I showed that yet, but I do have that as an option. And again, I have the capstan winch from Portable Portable Winch Company. It's a 2,000 pound winch, but you put a bunch of pulleys and stuff in there. You can make it a 16,000 pound or 20,000 pound winch. You can winch whatever you want, really, as long as you have all that mechanical advantage. So I can move pretty much anything that I wanted to if I put my mind to it. But my mind's not that big, so Sam will have to get in there and help me out with all the rigging.
Well, frickin' Jeep said that you need to come down to his place and try out his Bobcat. So there you go.
Yeah, he's not that far either, so I'm gonna have to take him up on that offer.
Or he could just bring his Bobcat to like the Hope event next year.
Yeah,
That's what he should do.
yeah. The Hope event's gonna be a pretty big event, so there's a lot of people getting involved in that. So if you guys
When is it again?
want to come, what's that?
When is it? In September?
Shit.
I think September.
September.
Yeah.
I think it's September 12th, 11th, or 12th. I don't know. I don't know
We'll
if
see.
Jackson here, if Brad's still in here. I think he might know. But it's the 11th or 12th because it was the 13th this past. It's going to be
Yeah.
on a Friday, but I think it's going to be a 2 day event this year, this coming year.
Well, if it's a dry summer and you want it to rain, I will come out. So just let me know.
Okay. You sh- you should have came after Memorial Day because we probably needed it then.
Yeah. That was September 12th. It is.
There you go.
So there were a few comments I saw go by about you should just look at a mini excavator because that is the actual ultimate Swiss Army knife firewood tool for the woodyard.
Well, anything's a Swiss Army knife these days. They have so many attachments, so many quick attached things. It's ridiculous. I can't imagine what another 20 years of innovation and everything else that's going to go into not only equipment like that, but these freaking log splitters, all that stuff. Like another 20 years, it's going to be through the freaking roof and it's going to be awesome. More awesomer.
It's going to be a 500i mounted to a, I don't even know, an articulating loader with a excavator arm, something like that. All right, man. I'm. I think I just saw. Maybe not. I thought I was getting. Oh yeah, here we go. Mark was wondering, did you get any snow?
Before I went to West Virginia, we had 3 inches, and that was, well, the week before Thanksgiving. And that lasted maybe 3 days. And then when I came back, we just got snow Wednesday or Thursday. Thursday morning, we got snow, probably 1.5 inches, and that's all but gone. So we haven't had a real good snow here since the last time I did a video of snow blowing the wood yard.
Yeah,
We're blowing in my face.
against the wind. That's what you were.
Yeah.
You should have had Bob Seger playing during that video because that's all you were.
Right.
But I think there was a lot of
Yep.
people out that way that got last weekend, or I think even last Friday. I know there was in Northeast Ohio. It was
Yeah. Well,
snowing,
that's out west, like Erie, all that lake effect stuff. They got like 5, 6, 7 feet of snow
but it
out
was
there.
just in real, like
Yeah.
narrow bands.
Hmm.
All right, the ladies are coming back out because the Alaska Wood Yard dropped down a coin in the cup. So raise up those cups. Thank you very much. Cheers. You can't knock them off, Shibe. You can't knock them down. They will swing regardless. Who got the most snow? Not me. Holy
Yeah.
smokes. Ken is in here, and he just had 3 triaxle loads donated to Hope. Holy
All
crap, you
right.
guys!
So
You're gonna have
we're
some
gonna
work to
need
do.
some we're gonna need some manpower. So
Oh, so you're asking me?
September
You're asking me to
12th.
come? Because that's the wrong person. If you're needing
Right.
manpower.
I'll have the white helmet ready for you, buddy.
Yes, I can do the Ohio Woodburner point very well. I can point at a person and then point at what they should do.
There's going to be a lot of wood at Hope, so it's probably just going to be a 2-day event. I think uh, from what we did this year, it was like 53 cords or something. We might double that next year, or
but
yeah, this coming.
but all of that wood was already bucked up when you got there, right? For the most
Yes,
part. Yeah.
yes.
So I'm wondering now
Well,
if
there's supposed to be processors and everything coming to this thing. I think Dana's donating a machine, and I don't know if Andrew got into the deal donating a
oh,
processor. So
right there,
there's
Ken.
going to
Ken
be
just said
some.
it'll be already bucked up, or there will be a processor. Yeah. All right. Well, there you
Yeah.
go.
Yep.
How big of a pile can you make? And Russ is going to have both all wood splitters. So there you go. That is going to be.
And it's for a great cause, and I'm sure. I think this is the second year. Well, this past year was the second year we've done it. It goes to a good cause. All the wood is donated to the Hope Foundation, and they sell it to help fund their
Their facility.
facility there.
Yeah.
Yes.
An
Yep.
articulating loader with an excavator boom on it would be called an exticulator. that is good. I think that's right. An exticulator. Ticulator. Tickulator? Articulator? uh yeah, that is gonna be well, if you were there any conveyors there last year? Or not?
Um.
Because didn't you like the pile was kind of like long, right? You kind of like pile it up just long.
Other than the machines that had a conveyor attached to them, no.
Because that'd be kind of cool. I think frickin' Jeep should bring his. He's got like a 60
Yeah, he
foot
has like
conveyor
yeah.
and just make like a mountain of firewood. That I think right there. I think we need to get John to bring his skid steer and his conveyor.
It sounds like this is going to be a pretty big event. So if you're going to go to an event other than Bunyan, because Bunyan's pretty big, hit up that Hope event. I'm sure
Yeah,
we're going to need every hand we can get.
and
So
it doesn't matter. You don't have to bring equipment. Just bring your body because
bring your body, whatever refreshments you want, and we'll
there's
get to it.
always there's always a need to move wood either to or away from the splitters, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that is gonna be something. Well, I know
Well,
Brad's doing that raffle.
yeah,
So
Brad's doing a raffle too. So
well, unless they haven't figured out yet what the whole, I don't know if they figured
well,
out
I think
the
I
ticket
think I have it figured
thing
out. So they're gonna raffle off two saws. It's gonna
for
be a 500
3 tickets.
die because I already have that, and possibly a 400 CM or a Husky. Not exactly sure on the second saw, but they need to raffle. They want to raffle these off before the event.
Yes, I think they're
So
gonna raffle the steel and just give the husky away because I don't know if they can find anyone to take it. I think that was the plan. They're going to raffle the 500 die and the 400, and then the husky. Hopefully, they can give it away to somebody. That's good. It's going to be like the white elephant gift of the Hope event. You have to take this husky for a whole year and then bring it back next year to the Hope event to try to get rid of it to somebody else.
yes. So be on the lookout for Forward and Fairness. I'm sure he'll put a video out. If you're not subscribed to him, go ahead and subscribe for the raffle. And he makes great videos too.
Well,
So
I
go
think
ahead and subscribe and look out for the raffle because it goes to a good cause. And I'm not sure how many tickets are going to sell. It all depends how many people are interested. So
he just said that I shouldn't be adding to the confusion because the bourbon did a good enough job of that. That was but I think they were trying to I think he's going to try to wait and maybe I don't know. I thought he was saying something about possibly then doing the raffle but then giving, having the saws at the Hope event so you could pick them up if you wanted. I don't know. We'll see.
right.
I think
I mean, obviously, if you're coming to the Hope event, he's not going to have to ship it. You can
yeah.
pick it up there. Obviously, if you're not coming to the Hope event, they're going to have to ship it. So
Or
they need to make their money back from the saws, plus money to donate, plus money to ship said items if they need shipped.
yeah.
So
Or if
plus
they do
there's going to be a bunch of other items. Like I'm going to send some shirts. Dan can send some shirts if he wants to. Whatever,
yeah, and I think I don't know. Yeah, we'll just let Brad take care of it. We'll quit the speculating and confuse. I probably am adding just to the confusion, but hey, the first generation farmer is taking off. So have a good weekend. All right, the York Woods. Len's keeping busy. Brandon, how are you doing? Adirondack Woodsman. What is this question he's got? Someday you might be able to handle a husky. Yeah. When I'm old and can't hardly do anything, then that's probably a good time to pick up a husky and just, No, I'm the husky is it's I mean, just look at what we got going on here. We can't be going against the attire. Shive's got the hat, I got the shirt, and it's always fun. Holy smokes, what the heck are you doing?
I just gifted 10 memberships. You're welcome.
What the hell? Tittle Creek? All right. Yeah, I gotta. Who are these? There's a lot of new people, a lot of new names in here I'm seeing. Yeah, I could definitely donate a little a little prize pack of like a tabletop fire pit, a mini firewood rack, some mini firewood. Yeah, we can. As
That
we
would be
get
great.
closer, I think that's kind of what. Because obviously I don't want to. It's still a ways off. It's still
Yes. Yeah.
9 months, so plenty of time to
Still in the
organize
planning.
and get things figured out.
Plus, there's going to be raffles at the Hope event. So,
Yeah, and maybe I'll have to check my schedule. That's a ways out, but yeah. So it's in where is it again? Is it York, Pennsylvania?
it's in Stewartstown, Pennsylvania.
Stewartstown.
Yes. It's not far from York, but it's Stewartstown, Pennsylvania.
How big of a city is that?
Not big. Hence the
What
town part of it.
would is there like a major hotel chain, or like is it if we
I
start if this starts becoming where like a lot of people want to attend it, like is there accommodations, where's the nearest
well,
airport? That's what I would
we
need to know.
haven't we haven't run into that problem yet, but the nearest airport would probably be either
Philly.
Philly or Baltimore.
Boy, that's like which would be, yeah, I'd have to look. And how far is it from that? Philly would be closer. All right.
Yeah.
Um well, Logger Jason is going to camp in Shibe's front yard in a tent.
Okay. We can
But
go down.
how far are you from there?
It's probably about 2 hours.
2 hours.
Yeah, it's just outside of your comfort zone.
Yeah, that's too far to drive. How, how far is it from Philly? I'd have to figure that out.
About an hour. I think it's
Oh,
about an hour.
hour away from Philly, I can do that. That's not a problem. Or you can just pick me up.
Yeah, I could do that.
The protected lady wants some small wood. See, now this is interesting because you were giving me a hard time about just making small wood, and you wanted to see the big wood. You didn't want to see the small wood. But maybe if you are around, we are going to be doing at the end. Well, actually, I got to figure this out because not next week, but maybe the week after. Because then I think I could still have time to ship it and get it to you by Christmas. So stay tuned, protected lady. There will be a holiday special live stream with giveaways and prizes, weekend retreats at Shibe's Woodyard. People, Logger Jason can win weekend at Shibe's. Yeah. Okay. James Baton. When will Sunday Night Live with Shibe return?
Yes. Yes, it will.
It will.
It will. It's been
It's in
on my
place.
mind for a while.
Ooh. Oh boy.
I got some giveaways. Yet. So I'm almost at 13K. So maybe we'll do a 13K giveaway. So we're getting close.
Well, you had like an impromptu live stream a while back at your buddies, like splitting
Yeah,
wood or something.
well, I tried the whole vertical live thing because
Oh.
they're big on the vertical lives.
See,
I'm like, whatever, I'll try it.
I didn't get notified. I didn't see. I saw it on my feed, like I think the next day.
Yeah.
So that's.
Yeah, they're big on the vertical lives. I actually have two neighbors that have hunting channels, and they're big on the vertical lives because I guess it feeds the reel or the shorts
The short feed.
algorithm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they get a lot of views, but it's just people scrolling. You know what I mean? They're on there for
10
10
seconds.
seconds and they're gone. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
but I don't know. I have to ask them and see how well it's doing for them since they're monetized now. So,
Carl Lewis, good night. Have a good weekend. Russ, have a good weekend. If you're still on here. Good night. Let's see. What is the closest airport to Shives Woodyard?
Harrisburg.
Harrisburg. Do we get automatic overtime? Oh, probably. We can probably do that. Somebody was asking about giveaways, or donations for the Hope event, and I think probably once we get closer to that time, Ken will probably have something organized where you can, if you want to send something, he'll probably have all that figured out.
Well,
As we
this
get closer,
past
I'm
year
guessing.
or this year they had a bunch of raffles during
Roblox
lunchtime.
games. Have a good night. Yeah, didn't you?
So
People like brought stuff to the event, and it was kind of like at the event you had the raffles and
right,
the
right.
door
So
prizes.
there's a raffle at the event, but Brad's raffle is separate from the event.
Yes. Hey, the
So
Adirondack Woodsman. Thanks again for that, and glad you are enjoying your Woodhound shirt. That was yeah, that's a good one. Ralph Carnegie, how much wood do you have? Shibe, I'm guessing he's asking you because I have no flipping idea. Not enough.
how
That's
much
how much
wood
I
do
have.
I have to sell? I probably have 3 cord left. I'm way behind. Way behind. There should be 10 out there sitting waiting, but I'm way behind. For myself, I probably have 8 for my own burning.
Why am I beers behind Shibe? Well, I switched to captain, so one captain is equal to 3 beers, isn't it?
You got me, buddy.
Speaking of which, I got to refill before.
See, that's the nice thing about beers. I don't ever have to refill. I just open a new one.
Well, but you don't get to drop in a ball of ice.
No, I don't. Mine come out of the refrigerator or the cooler, and then I just do this.
You don't get to put in a nice ball of ice. All right. Oh, Ontario Firewood Resources here, wondering about your beer, butt, and burp count.
Oh no,
What is the beer butt?
beer, cigarette butts, and burp count.
Oh,
I don't know if I burped yet
you gotta put
on the
the
live.
commas in there in the appropriate spots. Beer butt and burp. Anthony, good to see you here. Can I buy a Woodhound shirt? Absolutely. Back45wood.com.
Back40firewood.com.
Boom! Cheap plug right there. I don't have the tumblers yet, and I checked on the pink ones, and I don't know. Man, the place that I used to get tumblers from has gone ridiculously overpriced, in my opinion. But
Donald Slate said 3 drops does not equal 3 beers.
yes, it does. 1 beer per drop. All right, we got another. We're gonna bring out the ladies. Marlon, my friend, it's always good seeing you here, and thank you very much. Great show tonight. Let the ladies swing. Since they had last Friday.
Swing 'em.
Cheers, thank you. Oh yes. If Shibe didn't burp, that means the beer is flat.
It's not flat.
No.
I think I just have a problem.
I would say I would go out on a limb and say I don't think there's ever been a beer in your house that's gone flat. Just saying, I'm pretty much for
It
certain.
doesn't sit around long enough to go flat.
No.
Open anyway.
No, yeah, open, seal, close, it doesn't matter. All right, well, I'm still working, Protected Lady, on getting a tumbler. I just have to. I don't know. Bill Irwin, no need to apologize. I am well aware I will never win a drinking contest. Never. I know. That is definitely, yeah. Even when have you ever heard of the Power Hour or the Century Club? Shibe?
No.
It's where you take a shot of beer every minute for either 60 minutes or 100 minutes. So every minute for the Power Hour, it's a shot of beer every minute for 60 minutes. And then the Century Club is 100 shots in 100 minutes of beer.
So a shot is 1 ounce, correct?
Yes. So you get a shot glass and you get a timer. And you set it, and every minute you take a shot of beer.
Or just drink a beer in 12 minutes.
No. You have to do. You want to do this? Should we do this? Who wants to participate? Let me tell you what happened the last time I did this. I vomited everywhere. But that was the Century Club. I was going for 100 shots of beer. But yeah, it's a lot harder than it's kind of like that chug a gallon of milk challenge. You know, where you try to drink a gallon of milk. It sounds easy, but it is not. Jess
So
is wondering,
100 1 ounce shots.
is it deer and beer or beer and deer?
Deer and beer make me happy.
Oh, yeah. It's taking the shot. I think that does it. Like every time it's the air. I don't know. It was something I did way, way back. Back in the day. That was always a big thing. I just didn't know if they had that out there in PA.
No, no, no.
You just drink the beer.
Yeah.
There's no games. It's just enjoying the beverage.
Unless you're playing a drinking game. You know what I mean? I, no games come to my mind, but you can make any game a drinking game.
TC Outdoors is here.
Hey,
And
Tony, what's up, bud?
David from Kentucky is here. Good evening. The Florence's off-grid journey is off to bed. He's off-grid and off to bed with a delivery in the morning. So have a good night. Enjoy the weekend. Good luck on the delivery.
Bringing home them Benjamins.
The Benjis. Must be a Wisconsin thing. It could be. I don't know. I've just always we've always had that. Like ever even back in God, I don't even know when. Yeah, buck in firewood. The minutes are slow at first. Then 20 shots in, they seem to be a lot faster. It's like all of a sudden that timer is going off, and you're like, "Oh my god, oh my god, another one, another one." Yeah, it is. It is pretty crazy. Maybe we should do
So
that. We should.
who's making the shots though?
No, it's you just pour the beer in the shot glass. It's just beer.
Oh,
Yeah.
so I'm not like there's not 100 shots lined up, and I'm not
No,
like by the time I get to the end, it's 900 degrees.
no, it's just you have your own shot glass, and then you just fill it up with your beer, and then when the timer goes off, you drink it, and then you fill it, and you wait for the timer, and then you drink it. And
That just seems too slow, Dan.
too slow. Oh no,
Too slow.
you would be
I
surprised.
have to I have to wait a whole minute to drink 1 ounce of beer every minute.
Yes, but like Buckin says, it seems like the timer takes a long time to go off, but then all of a sudden it just seems like it's boom, boom, boom.
You bring 100 shot glasses with you, we'll do it at Bunyan.
Well, you reuse the shot glass.
Oh, okay.
It's you don't
You
have
might need 100 of them because there might be 100 participants.
well at Bunyan, yeah, we could because yeah, maybe we should do that.
You'll be in bed by the time we're done.
Well, not I'm not saying we as in me. I'm saying we as in everybody else.
Oh shit!
Definitely, yeah. I am not definitely.
Yeah, Mark said it's only 5 beers an hour.
What
It's 5 beers an hour.
is that right?
That's what he said. I didn't do the math. It's just what he said.
Yeah, because 12 ounces, 5 beers
It's
is
12
60
minutes.
ounces. Well, that's I don't know. I don't know.
I got to drink 5 beers an hour. What?
Well, it could be.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, you do that on your live streams, don't you?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I drank 11 in an hour.
I don't know. Maybe that was just Mm,
A shot is 1.5 ounces.
is it?
That's what old guy said. The OG.
Yeah, it probably isn't that much. I don't know. Good evening, Chris. How you doing? How is the snow in your neck of the woods, Shibe? Ed.
Very
Ed.
thin.
I'm not even going to
Very
try to
thin.
say your last name, especially with your profile picture looking the way it does. Because you would whoop my ass if I got it wrong.
I'm not even going to attempt that. Hang on. One more. Let me look at it one more time. I got to scroll back up.
Feldposh. Feldposh? Is that right?
That's better than what I would have did.
You don't want to. You don't want to attempt the Merlot poplar.
Yeah. It definitely looks like Feldposh.
But you don't have any snow, right? You don't have any snow.
I have a coating right now. That's it. Just a
How
coating.
many? How many have you? Oh, you just finished another one. What was that one?
5.
Well, there. See, so you're 5 in an hour and 10 minutes. So you're pretty close. The D is silent. Feldposh.
Posh.
Feldposh.
Oh,
All right, Bill Scheib. You ever get to the point that you think all them deer heads are talking to you?
I've never stayed down here long enough to see if I'm talking to them. I mean,
I think you would have to be doing something other than beer, like mushrooms or something.
right? Yeah, shrooms would probably
Hallucinogens.
do it
Yeah,
for sure.
then you would be in trouble.
Probably.
In Canada, we get 10 cents refund per can. It used to be 5 cents. What?
Hmm.
Holy crap.
You need to invest in aluminum.
I don't even know what is the going rate these days. I should look because I got a lot of cans.
Yeah, but they probably have those places where the can has to be pristine and not like a lot of people where I'm from, they dent their can because we all drink the same beer. So they dent their can
If you want.
and that's theirs. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They can tell that's theirs, or they turn their tab and that's theirs. So a lot of people do weird stuff like that. But if you're taking them to a place where you just put one can at a time and you get 10 cents, but the can has to not be dented.
that's what where we take our cans. They don't want them crushed. They don't because I have one of those can crushers, and I used to always crush the cans to save space in the
Yeah.
bag and boxes, but they don't want them crushed. So now I have one of those big third of a cord firewood bags, those big white bags. I got one of those to put all the cans in. Because, yeah, you going to say hi to Shibe?
Hi.
Hey, Brecken, what's up, buddy?
Good.
You going to go get him?
Yeah.
Right.
all.
He's got
So you
something
have
to
some,
show you guys.
you have plants? Is he growing stuff?
Michigan is 10 cents per can. Yeah, I don't know. It's like I said, it's kind of, but I have that whole big third of a cord bag is full. So
In Pennsylvania, I think we're at 10 cents a pound.
Yadkin Valley Outdoors. Have a good night. Yeah, it depends. Sometimes it's really high, and then but it changes it seems like every day.
Yeah, I think we're at 10 cents a pound. Maybe it's 30 cents a pound. I don't remember.
Mystery Gardener says, "Drink the black stuff; it goes down smoother." Do you ever have a Guinness, Shibe?
Oh, I love Guinness.
Oh, really? Oh my
Yeah,
God!
I love the dark beers. But I can drink these longer.
Hey, 3 Green Acres. Just a quick hi to everyone. Busy night tonight. Well, Friday nights, it's good to be busy. So thanks for stopping in.
So
Uh-oh.
I'm going to ask a question here, Dan.
Ooh.
Unless there's, how have your sales been this year at your wood stand?
I get this.
I hope Sam likes this.
Sam hates snakes.
If that thing,
I don't even know he's on here.
if that thing bites me in the ear,
Seems
he's
like your
getting
dad
nervous.
hates snakes too.
Put him right up there by
Is
the.
that a coral snake?
It's a corn snake.
He's not really
Corn snake.
staying still for.
He's camera shy.
Uh,
There, yeah. Hold him back like right here.
there. There you go.
We need to feed him.
That's awesome.
He's hungry.
Yeah.
Two mice he takes now.
2 mice a day?
No, like 2 mice a week.
Oh, all right.
All right. Who had a question about what now? Sales at the stand.
Yes.
For the month of November, down. For the first week of December, I've sold 1 loose stack and like 4 bundles.
No, you're ahead of you're ahead of me. I sold one $30 loose stack.
Yeah, the stand is just I don't know.
But in my area, we've been in a drought and we've had
Yeah, you had
fire
burn
bans.
bans.
Yeah, we had
Yep.
burn bans. So that's understandable.
Yeah, I don't know. In fact I only have I think I have to fill 2 I got 2 slots that are empty. Cuz I just I don't know. This time of year I am not too worried.
I have a $60 that's empty and a $30 that's empty, and I don't have any bags out there because the bags haven't sold. I mean,
my bag sales way down. Good night, Mr. Gardner.
The final one.
good
The
night.
mice from your wood yard? No, they're too big. Oh, what is that? Oh, here comes the avocado plant. You gotta go this way. Yeah, don't lift them up into the ceiling fan. He'll get trimmed off.
You can't even see him.
The mice in the wood yard. There was one time that I found a mother with a bunch of baby mice in her nest, but somebody did not want them to become snake food.
Oh,
So we weren't able to feed them.
I found some snake skins in my piles.
What? Oh. Yeah, I don't have any. I have not seen one snake ever, like in my wood yard or anywhere.
Well, there for like maybe 3 or 4 weeks, I had a little garter snake that was down by the splitter, just hanging out, and I'm rolling logs. I'm finding like freaking worms and stuff. And this thing he'd scurry away a little bit, but he'd be there, and I'd throw a worm at him. He'd eat it.
What?
The snake would eat the worm. Yeah. So he was like my little woodyard pet for a while.
You need to get some chickens.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Then you get the eggs, and you get to dispose of all the ants and worms and grubs from your wood pile.
Well,
All right.
it's not that often that I have wood laying around here that long where worms want to get under it.
Well, sometimes though,
It's
like with oak especially, they get those grubs in them, and then under the bark,
mm,
there's those little grubs
yeah,
always.
yeah.
Chickens love those. All right. Oh my goodness. Rocky's Place just sent.
Rocky's Place.
Hang on. I gotta hit the right button here to bring out the ladies. Rocky's Place. Cheers. Thank you very much.
This is the mold of the head.
What?
The shed of the head.
The shed of the head.
The shed of the head.
You gotta move there. You gotta move right there. Oh, in focus. Oh, there's his eye.
I
Look at
see
that.
it.
See, that's pretty cool. Pretty
I
cool.
think this is cool this week.
Oh boy, here we go. We have started the show and tell. Friday Night Live show and tell.
So, how many times has the snake shed since you have it?
Oh, it's like it seems like every other month, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Skunks love grubs. What?
Yeah, they do, and then I shoot them, and they stink up the whole town.
There was one time I thought I smelled a skunk under the big pile of loose wood I have back there in that ditch, but luckily that was it. Uh-oh, here we go. What's next?
This is the full
Oh,
skin
look
with the head and jaw.
Oh my.
It
Is that the last one? The latest one?
I think this is, yeah. I don't know if they can see that. Here, you show
That's
'em.
the whole. No,
That's
I'm
awesome.
good.
How long do you think this is?
That's getting long. He's getting long.
Dan, I think it's funny that you don't like snakes and your kid does.
I used to have a snake.
Yeah.
What kind of snake?
I used to have a red-tailed boa constrictor.
What?
Yeah, she was like 7 feet long, maybe. By the time I got rid of her,
Yeah.
it was just too
We're
much.
learning more. We're learning more and more about you, Dan.
I used to raise rats to feed the snake. Like I had 3 cages of rats.
And
I had a freaking one stud rat that would breed these other females, and it got to the point where like I could not keep up like breeding enough rats to feed this snake. It was ridiculous.
tell them about Grandma, how she doesn't like rats.
Yeah, and then I had the rats at the farm, and my mom is terrified of mice and rats. And this my male rat was like huge. I mean, this thing was a monster. Like just this huge rat. He was probably like a foot long without the tail. Just huge. Yeah, it was crazy.
They get huge.
All
And it
right.
would just-
All you guys are still in the chat. Who is surprised that Dan had rats and a snake?
And the thing that was crazy was that like if you would leave the male in the cage with the female, he would like eat the baby so that he could then reproduce again with the female. So like so then I needed like a cage for just the male. Yeah, it was crazy.
Didn't one time one of the rats like go under the washing machine or something?
No, they never were in the house. But the thing that was interesting was the male was really friendly. Like he was, he'd climb up on your shoulder. He was black and white. I mean, it was.
They can. They're really
Yeah.
smart.
It was like the one female would have a litter or whatever you call them, 7, 8 babies, and I'd try to let them grow for a month, but I was just going through rats like crazy. Just Non-stop
See,
rats.
Well, then,
I've never had a pet snake, and I mean that's I mean I like snakes. I'll pick a snake up as long as it's not poisonous. You know what I mean? I'll pick it up and play with it. But I've never had a pet snake, and never ever would have thought you would have a pet snake and fed it freaking and had rats and
And
bred rats and fed your snake.
she was big too. Like I said, she was seven some feet long and big.
Was this during your wrestling years?
No, this was before that.
Oh, so you
Way
weren't
before
trying to be
that.
big to snake,
you didn't let me get.
Roberts.
You know how big.
Oh yeah, and then one of the rats bit my mom when she was changing the water in the cage.
You should have let me have a pet python.
No,
Why?
because you got to feed it
It only-
all these rats. That's the
only
problem.
It's 20 feet long.
Like you
So
can't.
how many rats a week were you feeding your pet snake?
Like two.
Oh, that's not bad.
2 a week.
Well, two if they would get to be like medium size.
Yeah.
So see, that was the problem. Is like I would never be able to get ahead because I would let the little ones grow, but then I'd feed two, and then the next week two, and then the next week the litter's gone, and then the next litter I gotta take from. So I was constantly rotating, you know. Yeah, it was a circus, man. It was crazy.
So how many female rats did you have?
3.
You had 3 female rats. They were having what, 6 to 8
Yep.
rats? Okay.
Like every
And you still
2 weeks.
they were having 6 to 8 rats every
maybe
2 weeks.
every 2 to 3 weeks. So yeah, so then I would have to have I had a cage where then I would take the little ones, put them in a separate pen. Yeah, it was.
That sounds
Yeah.
complicated.
Wasn't there like a
Yeah,
time?
that's what I mean. It got to the point where it's like, this is ridiculous.
Oh, I have something to tell you.
Uh-oh.
Your mom was so scared of the snake, she would lock the door.
How do you know this?
She told me. She locked the door in order for her to go to bed.
Yeah.
You put your mother through all kinds of
Misery and grief.
yeah, freaking rats and snakes and
We should come there for Christmas and she opens the box and there's a 2-foot-long rat.
The protected lady used to sell gerbils to a snake owner.
What is gerbils?
Are you sure it was a snake owner?
What are gerbils?
Oh.
What are gerbils?
And now
Oh, my
it's time to
God.
end the live stream. All right.
oh shit.
They're like mice, but they have, I think gerbils have fur on their tails. I think that's the difference. I think mice have bare tails and
Yeah, they have naked tails.
gerbils have hair on their tails.
Aren't they like the same kind of like thing though?
Yeah.
I wonder if you would have bred possums because they're bigger.
Rabbits. I should have switched to rabbits.
Rabbits or possums.
Yeah.
You would still have that snake. It'd be 27 feet long.
Yeah, it was.
Didn't something happen to it?
I got rid of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was not worth. All right, holy crap, it's 9:30.
Oh my God.
But we're still
It's
151 people.
It's 10:30, Dan. What are we gonna do?
Oh yeah, it's 10:30 for you.
Yeah, we
All right.
should go for another half hour.
Oh my God, no. 10 more minutes. If you
Right.
want us to continue, put a 1 in the chat. If we wrap it up, put a 2. 1 or 2. One.
One.
All right.
It's so much easier on the computer.
It's all Shibe.
Oh, now there's other people.
All right, forget that. If you want us to continue, type supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. If you want us to wrap it up, type done.
How do you spell that?
It's like 19.
All right, I guess we'll keep going for a little bit longer. The people have spoken.
Yes, they have. Yes,
Oh.
they have.
And for BGW, it's only 7:30. So his nights.
He must be out on the east or the west coast.
Yeah, I think he's out in. Oh my goodness! Look at these! Look at these crazy.
I think they actually
they actually did spell it right. Yeah, and up in Alaska, it's only 6:30. Holy crap!
Is it the 24-hour daylight up there right now too?
Nope.
Oh my god, they're all spelling it now.
I believe that is in June.
Ah.
Yeah.
So it might be 24 hours of darkness.
Yeah, they are in the. Well, I don't know if they're in the 24-hour, but I think they probably only have like 6 hours of daylight, maybe maybe 8.
People are spelling it. Okay, a lot of people are spelling it.
Autocorrect is good for something.
I can't believe that autocorrect would actually autocorrect that.
Yes. Yeah.
Man. I'm surprised I could even say that. I won't even want to try to spell it.
So back to firewood, Dan. I am 95% oak. That's what I sell. I know you got a mixture of things, but I'm 95% oak.
Even in the summer?
That's all I sell. Because there's an abundance of it, and there's a lot of it dying. Why not?
Yeah. But
but I might be getting into 95%
pine.
Black birch. Black birch.
Black birch. Oh my gosh. Those trees don't even grow big enough to send through your box wedge.
I don't have a 6-way, so that's where it's going.
What? Well,
there's a few that get pretty big, but
yeah,
Sam has
a 6-way would be good.
Sam has an abundance of black birch that are dead and or dying on his property, along with red oak and I think what is it? Pin oak, which is also red oak. A lot of that stuff's dying on his property, so we're gonna be taking care of a lot of that.
They have cedar.
But is the black birch like the white birch we have, that it's really high in moisture? I mean, it really is wet.
No,
it's not. Oh,
no. The thing with the black birch, if it dies this year, you need to get to it this year.
Yeah, because it's so high in moisture, it rots.
Well, the bark is so tight, it doesn't let that moisture out.
Yeah.
So it basically rots. It rots from the inside out.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, splitting it and testing it, it's right around 40%.
But why?
But you have that 40% stuck in there for a whole year because that bark is so tight.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? It basically rots as it's standing.
Right. If it dies and is dead standing, it's like if you don't cut it down and harvest it right away, it's gone. It's
Yep.
yeah. But why would you want to sell a high BTU wood for recreational burning?
Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want to sell that?
Because I don't know. I don't think it. I don't know.
I mean, I understand where you're coming from, but you gotta understand where I'm coming from. We have so much abundance of it. Why wouldn't I sell it?
Yeah. Well, that's if you have a lot of it.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like I don't sell pine or anything in my stand. I it's strictly hardwood, and it's 95 to 98% red oak or white oak. That's all I sell.
But if one of your bundles of oak or black birch will burn for 3 hours, and one bundle of, say, other mixed hardwoods would burn for an hour, if someone wanted to fire all night, they would need more bundles.
I understand where you're coming from, but if my bundle lasts for 2 hours, and these people like you got to get your wood from this guy, I'm bringing in more customers from wherever because my wood lasts longer. You know, what I mean, I understand with the pine and some of the like, I don't really consider uh
Aspen, poplar. Poplar is
aspen
a
or
popular
poplar.
bundle.
I don't really consider that as a hardwood, although it is. I mean, yes, it burns great and fast. It burns fast and hot for a short period of time. You know what I
Tony
mean?
Wood
So,
says somebody told him you're not allowed to burn black walnut. Yeah, I've heard that many times from people who own sawmills.
not allowed to burn it.
It is
But
just
why?
highly discouraged because, yeah,
Even the limbwood. I mean, I understand the trunk and usable lumber for from black birch, but like
walnut.
branches and all like let's say 4 inches is smaller.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with that?
Yeah, that's what I don't know. I mean, I got a lot of heat for those little like 6 8 inch logs that I cut up for mini firewood, and I'm like, I don't think you could even mill that. I don't know.
I mean, you could probably sell it to somebody that would turn it.
Nah.
You know what I mean? But you have to have that. You have to have that revenue. Like, hey, I have this 4 inch
Yeah,
or
that's
three
what
inch piece of freaking black walnut.
that's what somebody said. I should
You know what I
I
mean?
should cut it into those mini firewood chunks and sell them as pen blanks. And then
Right.
I went online and I searched for walnut pen blanks, and you can get them for like 90 cents a piece. Like they're cheap. Anyway, oh, he said it gives off a poisonous gas.
Well, yeah. I mean, I would not smoke meat with it, but I would still burn it.
Yeah. Anyway,
Just
so
stand up wind. Just
but
stand up
don't
wind. You'll be
you?
fine.
So this is old guy firewood mixes poplar in with his bundles because it gives great flames. How are the flames of black birch?
The flames. Well, the flames are awesome, and I'm still. I still gotta get with Sam to send you his
How did
mini
I know
birch.
awesome was going to come out?
It's freaking awesome. It's the best smelling, the best burning hardwood you will ever find is black birch. It burns long, it smells great, and it gives off a good flame.
It does smell good. I will say that it does. Yeah, I wish we had some around here, but
Well, maybe I'll dig up some saplings and send them to you and plant them wherever you want.
I don't think they would grow though. I think it's too cold. I think we're in the wrong zone.
You don't know till you try. Come on.
Like
The world is getting warmer.
Just like
The
buying
world is
bamboo.
getting warmer.
What were you going to send me? Bamboo or something?
Yeah, no. You wanted to plant bamboo, and I told you don't fucking do it.
I don't think it would grow though. I don't think so. All right, the protected lady is heading out for the night, and if there's ever been a sign to wrap up a live stream, I think that is it right there. Because we have yet to find out who is the protector of the protected lady. So, we've got to gotta keep things in line here, and I think if she's had enough, that's a sign.
Maybe we'll find out at Bunyan.
Who is the protector of the protected lady?
I like
it. Michigan black walnut is full of natural oil and stinks when burning. See, I've heard that too. I've heard that the smell isn't good, but then I've heard that the smell is like chocolate. And then I've heard that the flame is blue and very pretty. And I've heard all these things. So there's only one thing to do. I need to burn some of that black walnut.
I'll send you some.
I've got some. I've got black walnut.
I have a bunch out here right now.
No, not the black birch, the black walnut.
We'll send you some black birch. For sure.
Uh-oh. What is this?
Black birch is the best.
What does nug backwards mean? Nug backwards.
Gun.
That is the protector of the protected. Oh. Uh-oh. She has a pew-pew.
Pew-pew.
All right. Well, there we go. We better.
Sure.
So that is the protector. All right.
All right.
Well, Shibe, as always, this live stream is oh wait, you're gonna crack another one? We're wrapping this up.
Whatever. It's an ending beer. Or the beginning of a terrible tomorrow.
A final toast beer. What? Oh, we gotta bring that up next week. What? The bait shop in the basement.
You're selling worms?
No, we have all these goldfish in this 150-gallon water tank for livestock, a livestock tank in the basement full of goldfish.
Dan, there's so many things we don't know about you that you just brought up tonight on this live stream.
All right, well, we will return and cover this topic next week. You might have to come back, Shibe.
Well, I'll be more than welcome to come back.
Yes. All right. Well, everyone, hopefully you had a good time hanging out tonight, kicking off the weekend. Shibe, as always, it's great kicking things off with you the weekend and seeing you again and hanging out. And yeah, let's. Dan has many side hustles. No, the goldfish is not a side hustle. It might end up being one though, because holy crap, they have a lot of babies. It's ridiculous. Who wants goldfish? Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Thanks to the moderators and the super chatters and all of you for hanging out and kicking off your weekend. Shibe, thank you, and have a good weekend. Stay safe, have fun, and
be cool. Woo!
Woo!